The following broadcast is brought to you by Public House Media.
No matter where we are in life, God always has a new lesson to teach us, and we have to decide whether to listen and learn from Him or not.
Today's motivational mantra is brought to you by Makenna Linenberg. She's 18 years old and she just turned 18 in August. She says that she's still trying to test out the waters of adulthood, but she'll get there with the help of her friends and her family. She is from Tomah, Wisconsin, where she has lived her entire life, but she has appreciation so much of where she's from and how she was raised. In her free time, she enjoys doing ceramics, she enjoys writing, but most importantly, she loves music and views it as the gift from God that she has to help other people and to influence others. She loves to sing, she loves to make her own music, and my goodness is she talented. She also loves her family, and I'm so thankful to call her family as well. Although we are not blood family, she is super close to me. We are connected in heart, and I'm so thankful to call her family. I'm so excited for Makenna to get into her story and share it with us today because I think she's going to offer us a new perspective. One of a woman who is just getting done with high school and she's going into the new world and she has a clear picture of the direction she's going, and she's really found out how to learn from her journey that she's going to share with us today. And I don't know about you, but I never wish to go back to high school, but I do know that high school did teach us a lot. It teaches us to fall, but it also teaches us to learn from falling. It teaches us to grow, and I'm excited to see what she has to share with us today.
Good morning. My name is Makenna Linenberg. I'm about a week and a half into legal adulthood. I just turned 18 on August 21st, and it's kind of odd calling myself an adult. I'm honestly just testing the waters right now, but I will get there eventually with the support of my family and, of course, the wisdom of the Lord. I am from a very small town in Wisconsin called Tomah. I have lived here my entire life, all 18 years. I have loved it at some points, but I have also hated it at others. I have reached a point in my life where I have a great appreciation for this place where I've grown up and how I have been raised. I am here to talk to you a little bit about myself and my journey. And to start, I just want to give you a small picture of who I am and what my passions are. I have found my home to be in the heart of the Almighty Father. He has blessed me with many passions, such as ceramics and writing, but most importantly, music. I have found comfort in all of these, but music is definitely my go-to. I love to sing, and I love to make my own music. It gives me the ability just to take a breath, relax, and recharge. I am extremely close with my family as well. They mean the absolute world to me, and they have gotten me through many hard times, some you'll hear about today. I am so blessed and happy to be able to speak to all of you today and hopefully touch your hearts.
Whoa, high school relationships, high school drama. Hearing her talk about that just makes me remember walking down high school hallways, being involved in things before school, during school, after school, on the weekends, and all the craziness that went along with it. I think a lot of us, like Makenna, experience our first crushes, maybe you could even say our first heartbreaks in high school, just like Makenna did, and it totally hit my heart. That high school drama, she's talking about people talking about her. She's talking about gossip and slander and lies and bullying. And I'm sure you've heard a ton about bullying, but actually 49% of children grades 4 to 12 report being bullied, and that's a crazy high percentage. Bullying can mean verbal, social, and now we even have cyberbullying. So people are bullying people over the internet, and to me, it just is getting out of control. You hear it all the time, and especially hearing someone so close to me experience all these effects, that's devastating to me. And I think of a quote, I think about how it takes 18 years to build a reputation, but it only takes 5 minutes to ruin it. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation like that, but when things happen, it's like people can just say one thing in high school and your reputation is just damaged. I totally understand that. And I think we just really need to focus on judging less. I wish I could go back to high school and shake those girls and just tell them to judge less and love more. But I want Makenna to share the specific effects that this had on her.
This past year, I have struggled emotionally, spiritually, and physically. When I was 15, I was in a relationship that was definitely dictated by the opinions of society and what others thought was ideal. It ended on October 21st of 2016, and I remember that day because it's the day when it felt like everything was falling apart. Throughout the next few months, I developed an odd feeling of worry, something I didn't have before, and towards the end of February, I was hit with another devastating loss. I had spoken up in a group of my show choir members, many who were my very close friends at the time, and said what was on my heart. The opinion that I had did not mesh well with the opinions of these friends, to say the least. They stopped talking to me, and they started rumors about me that, of course, came back and made my last few months of high school quite hard. As all of this unfolded, I began to feel very nauseous in the mornings, and I couldn't get myself to get out of bed and go to school. I just wanted to stay home in my room, and my hands would shake as I would walk through the halls thinking, what if I see them, or what if they come and they confront me? So many things I shouldn't have worried about. I finally realized that I needed help, and one night, sitting at the dinner table with my parents in tears, I was completely distraught about the fact that I had lost my best friend, and I didn't know why, and I didn't get why she picked this side, and just a whole mess of things. And I looked up at them and I just said, I need help. A few days after that, I went to the doctor and was diagnosed with anxiety. And for me, on top of getting my heart broken and losing my best friend, I was told I had anxiety. I thought of all things, why did it have to be mental illness? Why? I always prided myself on being medication-free because anxiety and depression runs in my family. In that moment, I felt so weak and defeated. The next few months were very hard. I suffered from anxiety attacks and during the oddest times and couldn't get control of it, and that was the hardest part. I got into therapy and learned some great tools to help cope with the anxiousness, but throughout this entire process of getting help and still battling with the rejection and bullying, I kept asking God, why? Why me? Why was I going through all of this, feeling all of this hurt?
Makenna, you are so brave. I know I'm speaking for all the listeners today when I say this. She asked for help. She struggled and she went and she asked for help. I think that that's the bravest thing I've ever heard. She wasn't stuck. She knew that she was, and she got out right away. And I don't think I was that brave. And now she's talking about her anxiety. Whoa. Let's hear how God answered her questions.
I have always believed that we are constantly growing. We won't ever stop. No matter where we are in life, God always has a new lesson to teach us, and we have to decide whether to listen and learn from Him or not. I hope my story helps someone out there, and that you know you are not alone, and that you are strong, and that you are loved. No matter where you are, who you're with, or what you're doing, you will always, always be loved. And I would like to leave you with a quote. You're not the same individual you were a year ago, a month ago, or even a week ago. You're always growing, and experiences don't stop. That's life. With that said, please continue to grow and continue to learn. God bless, and have a wonderful day.
Makenna has definitely found the beauty in her journey and people who love her unconditionally. That is the goal, right? To just know who your people are, find them, and love them hard. She is definitely on this journey had heartbreak and rumors and bad relationships and trust that just was broken. But at the end of this, she's found the beauty in the people who love her, have stood by her side, have been the light at the end of the tunnel, and choose not to judge. Just choose love. Makenna has some closing thoughts on how she wants you to find the beauty in your journey.
Fast forward to now. I am happy, I am healthy, and I am most definitely in the right direction. But most importantly, I finally found my why. God sent the storm to blow the negative out of my life and carry the positive in. I have learned that it's okay to be vulnerable, even to feel weak, because when you rise above those clouds, you are strong. I found the greatest happiness in the last 2 months in life, and the beauty of it. God sent me a wonderful friend. Her name is Michaela, and she was my light at the end of the tunnel. I am so very thankful for all that she has done for me and the way she has supported me. God also taught me through all of this that my family is the most supportive group of people I have ever met, and that I need to cherish them for the rest of my life. The beauty in my journey is learning what real love looks like and what it feels like, and I'm so happy to have learned that.
Makenna is just so wise for her age, right? I wish I could have learned half of what she learned at 18. I know that we're all still a work in progress and we're all still learning, but what a fresh perspective that she shared with us today. I'm so, so thankful, and I hope that you got to pull something from that to help inspire you today. Thank you so much for joining me and my guest, Makenna Linenberg, for today's episode of Motivational Mantras. This show is presented by Public House Media, where we all have a voice. You can follow the network on Facebook and Twitter. I'm so humbled that you tuned in to hear one of the many testimonies that will be shared on this podcast. I hope you are learning to find the beauty in your journey and continue tuning in so we can grow together each week. You can find both my podcasts each week, Monday mornings for my show, The Morning Uplift, and on Friday mornings for Motivational Mantras. Please feel free to contact me at lizcolburnbb@gmail.com. I love to hear from my listeners. May God watch over you throughout your weekend, and may your light shine for all to see.